The latest turn in the CIA sex scandal as we learn the identity of the FBI agent who sparked the investigation that brought down one of the nation's most powerful leaders and is now implicated in another. President Obama himself spoke out today for the first time since the scandal broke, and my co-anchor Terry Moran has the latest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
As President Obama sauntered into the East Room of the White House for his post-victory news conference,
good afternoon, everybody.
The scandal that's engulfed the highest levels of his national security team still swirled around him. Tonight, ABC News has learned the identity of the FBI agent who ignited the whole staggering chain of events. Frederick Humphreys, a 47-year-old FBI veteran who was active in counterterrorism cases, is friends with Tampa socialite Jill Kelly, who turned to him when she got some harassing emails. Meanwhile, in Washington, Paula Broadwell, Patraeus' biographer and former mistress, who allegedly sent those harassing emails to Kelly, remained in hiding at her brother's home. Today, the FBI said she illegally had classified material at her home in North Carolina, though no charges have been filed. Jill Kelly also remained at her home in Tampa, her access to CENTCOM revoked. This afternoon at the White House, President Obama finally weighed in on the scandal, declared that no breach of national security had occurred, and spoke with sadness of the fall of David Patraeus.
General Patraeus had an extraordinary career. He served this country with great distinction. And my main hope right now is that he and his family are able to move on, and that this ends up being a single side note on what has otherwise been an extraordinary career.
But the real takeaway from the White House today, there's nothing like a re-election to give a president a jolt of confidence.
I've got a mandate to help middle-class families and families that are working hard to try to get in the middle class. That's my mandate. That's what the American people said.
Gone was the lackluster, stumbling Obama of the first debate in Denver. And gone, too, was the grimly determined campaigner of the final stretch.
The status quo in Washington has fought us every step of the way.
The 44th president today was ready to rumble. You heard and saw it most dramatically when he leapt to the defense of Susan Rice, his ambassador to the United Nations. She's under fire for claiming that the deadly attack on the U.S. mission in Benghazi, Libya, was not a terrorist attack, but a riot sparked by outrage over an anti-Muslim film.
What this began as was a spontaneous, not a premeditated, response to what had transpired in Cairo. In Cairo, as you know, a few hours earlier, there was a violent protest that was undertaken in reaction to this very offensive video that was disseminated.
Rice is now a leading candidate to replace Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State. Top Republicans, led by Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham, they vowed to block her nomination.
I don't trust her. And the reason I don't trust her is because I think she knew better, and if she didn't know better, she shouldn't be the voice of America.
Today, an Obama smackdown.
If Senator McCain and Senator Graham and others want to go after somebody, they should go after me. And should I choose, if I think that she would be the best person to serve America in the capacity of the State Department, then I will nominate her.
But wait, isn't this supposed to be a moment for bipartisanship? As the country approaches the fiscal cliff, steep tax hikes and spending cuts at the end of the year, unless Washington can do a deal, what kind of leadership will the newly emboldened Barack Obama bring to those old, bitter debates?
So I will, examine ways that I can make sure to communicate my desire to work with everybody. There are probably going to be still some very sharp differences.
Bridging those differences, or even just beginning to heal them, that's the real task ahead for President Obama.